Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about the shorter version of This Is Fate, Arjun mistakenly tells Preeta that he is actually Karan, but Preeta was not sensible enough to grab. So let's continue from there. Rishab gets a call from Sahil, his manager, and he tells Rishab that he has gotten the CCTV footage of Kavia's school. Shriti tries to keep Samir's phone back in his pocket, but Anjali catches her red-handed and exposes her to Samir. Shriti tells Anjali that she is trying to create misunderstanding between the husband and the wife, and Shriti begins to fight with Anjali. Preeta comes there and takes Shriti away from there. Samir apologizes to Anjali on behalf of Shriti, and Anjali asks that why did Samir marry Shriti, and how is Samir able to bear her with her attitude. Samir says that he doesn't mind Shriti's attitude at all because he really loves her. Preeta asks that why is Shriti so possessive about Samir so much that she fights with everybody because of him. Shriti is not able to explain herself and she runs away from there after seeing Rishab coming. At the Lutra house, the Aura grandmother is with Kavya and Kavya tells Grandma that she is feeling bored and when would her parents come back from the party. Binge, that is also the Aura grandmother, thinks that Kavya behaves exactly like Karan. Kavya tells Binge to call Rishab on the phone and scold him for not coming back home early. Preeta received a call from Kavya and Kavya tells Preeta to give the phone to her father because Binge is angry at him. Preeta gives the phone to Rishab and Binge scolds Rishab just to make Kavya happy. Rishab quickly ends the call because his phone was ringing and he dropped Preeta's phone on the table and he walked away after getting carried away with the call. Binge calls again and Arjun comes there and he gets happy saying that it was Binge and he referred to her as girlfriend. Arjun happily picks the call thinking that he will talk to Binge again after so many years, but he realized that he is now Arjun and not Karan, so he gets sad and he says that he has lost everything and everyone because of his love for Preeta. Arjun asks Anjali to give Preeta's phone to Preeta and he takes the mic and announces to everyone that he told them that he is going to reveal a secret by 9:30 p.m. and it is already 9:27 p.m. so everyone should wait for 3 minutes more. Anjali gives the phone to Preeta saying that she forgot the phone on the table. Rishab realized that he was the one that forgot the phone and he apologized to Preeta for his carelessness, but Preeta says that there is nothing to worry about. Arjun on the stage says that he is the biggest fan of Karan and he is going to reveal the truth about Karan's life now and he gives the mic to Anjali. Anjali begins to narrate Karan and Preeta's life story and two people comes on the stage and started acting like Karan and Preeta wearing a mask. They acted starting from how Karan and Preeta met each other when Karan was still a flirt who always go around with different girls. The Lutras get emotional seeing the performance. Preeta feels restless because the performance is exactly how her life with Karan was. Arjun comes to Preeta and asks Preeta if she remembers everything and he leaves from there before Preeta could see him because everywhere is dark and only the stage has light. The performance continued and Preeta remembered that was how Karan danced with her in the farmhouse. The scene of how Karan was pushed into the river is shown, but they showed it in a way that Preeta and Rishab were trying to push Karan into the river instead of saving him. Rishab wondered why Arjun is portraying him and Preeta as the killers of Karan. Preeta continued to cry seeing the act. Rakhi wonders how Arjun and Anjali knows about Karan and Preeta's story. Rishab consoles the crying Preeta and Arjun remembered how he saw Rishab hugging Preeta before his death. The performance continued to show how the Lutras decided to party in the farmhouse on Rishab's advice. Arjun remembered how he saw Rishab and Preeta's picture and how he got drunk in the party and how Preeta asked him to meet her outside the party. Arjun thinks that he loved Preeta, but Preeta betrayed him and Preeta is acting right now as if she is in pain watching a skit of how Karan died, but all is just a lie. The skit gets to where Karan was falling into the river and the actor who is acting as Karan screams for help. The Lutras get emotional and Preeta runs towards the actor screaming for Preeta to help him, but Arjun stops Preeta from going to the stage and Preeta continued crying so much. Shriti goes to Preeta and Preeta hugs Shriti in pain. Arjun thinks that Preeta is such a big liar. Rishab comes to Preeta and asks Preeta to handle herself and stop crying because they will return home now. Arjun thinks that now Rishab can show his concern towards Preeta openly because he is officially Preeta's husband and he tells the Lutras that the climax of the story is yet to come. Preeta says that she cannot see anything again, so she wants to return home. The Lutras moves to Preeta to comfort her, and Shriti moves aside to bring water for Preeta. Arjun holds Preeta's hand to stop her from leaving, and all the Lutras were shocked, seeing the way Arjun is holding Preeta. Arjun says that everything has happened already, so they should see the end of the performance. The performance continued, and the person acting as Karan calls Preeta for help. The two people acting as Preeta and Rishab comes there, and Karan falls off the dam. Preeta cries again, saying that, and all the Lutras remember the river incident. Preeta tries to run away from the party, but the journalist stops her and they begins to take her pictures. The entire Lutra family were angry with Arjun for showing them something that is giving them pain. But Rakhi goes to Arjun and hugs him, and the Lutras were shocked seeing that. Arjun remembered how Rakhi used to hug him, and he hugs Rakhi back. Rakhi breaks the hug, and Arjun tells Rakhi that everyone is angry at him because of what he showed. Rakhi says that everyone is angry at him because of his actions. Arjun asks Rakhi that if her families are angry at him, then why did Rakhi came to hug him? And he asks if Rakhi is not angry at him because of his actions. Rakhi says that Arjun is just crazy, and he did all this without thinking about the consequences. Rakhi says that Arjun organized this party for Karan, but he did not think of how they would feel seeing the performance of how Karan died. Rakhi says that Preeta is her daughter, and Arjun hurt her daughter today, and he made fun of Preeta's personal life, and this is very wrong. Arjun asks Rakhi that if he is really wrong because of what he did, then why is Rakhi supporting him when she knows that he is wrong? Rakhi says that she is a mother, and no matter how children are wrong, their mother would always stand beside them and support them. Rakhi says that Arjun knows the entire life story of Karan, and this is only possible because Arjun is Karan, and definitely she knows that Arjun is Karan, and everyone are shocked hearing what Rakhi said. Rakhi clarifies that she meant to say that Arjun is just like Karan, and she knows that his intentions was not wrong. Preeta tells Rakhi that they should leave because they cannot trust Arjun and they should stay away from him. Karina tells Arjun that he did wrong by reopening their wounds, and Grandma asks Arjun that why did he hurt them so much. Mahesh says that Karan's death was their bad memory, and Arjun made them feel the pain again. Arjun realized that the entire family are not understanding, that he is only trying to expose Rishab and Preeta, so he changed the topic, and he says that the party is dedicated to Karan, so he doesn't think that he did anything wrong by showing the good side and the bad side of Karan's life story. All the guests agrees with Arjun that he has not done anything wrong. Arjun tells the Lutras that they should not have reacted like this, and they cannot ignore the fact that bad incident also happens in Karan's life. Arjun asks them to switch on the music and he leaves from there. The guest asks Rishab to control his emotions and they should not leave the party, and they all defend Arjun. Arjun is in the room angrily drinking alcohol. Rakhi comes there and tells Arjun that they have all decided to stay at the party. Arjun asks Rakhi if she is staying at the party while Preeta would leave. Rakhi asks that why is Arjun angry because no one is leaving the party. Rakhi says that they understood that Arjun did this performance for Karan's fans and not to insult them. Arjun tries to leave, but Rakhi stops him and asks that why is he leaving when she is talking to him. Arjun, however, moves away from there and he collides with Mahesh. Arjun emotionally hugs Mahesh and he cries so badly. Mahesh asks Arjun if he got hurt, but he leaves from there without saying anything. Mahesh asks Rakhi that what happened to Arjun, and Rakhi tells Mahesh that she is not understanding anything and why is Arjun behaving weirdly. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, please like it and share it, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.